the spoken text for this segment. Conversational, measured, documentary cadence. You've felt it before. The desperation that comes with feeling like your life is on hold, like you're waiting for a signal that never comes. It's a feeling that's hard to put into words, but it's the same cry that's echoed throughout human history. Where are you, God? This sense of longing is universal, a collective sigh that resonates deep within our souls. It's a feeling that transcends cultures, languages, and time, and yet we've grown accustomed to ignoring it, to filling the void with distractions and meaningless pursuits. But what if this feeling is more than just a passing emotion? What if it's a warning sign, a signal that something is amiss? As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the notion that we're in control, that we have the power to shape our own destiny. But what if this is just an illusion? What if we're merely pawns in a much larger game, subject to forces beyond our comprehension? The feeling of being stuck, of being suspended in a state of limbo, is a stark reminder that our existence is not as linear as we'd like to think. It's a jagged, fragmented landscape, full of twists and turns that defy our attempts at navigation. And at the heart of this landscape lies a profound sense of disconnection, a feeling that we're drifting through life without a clear sense of purpose or direction. We've been conditioned to believe that faith is a static concept, a fixed entity that we either possess or lack. But what if faith is actually a dynamic, ever-evolving force that requires us to be in a constant state of motion? What if it's not about arriving at a destination, but about embarking on a journey that takes us to the very limits of our understanding? The concept of faith has been distorted by modern rationalism, leading to a superficial understanding of its true nature. We've reduced it to a set of dogmatic principles, a rigid framework that stifles our capacity for growth and exploration. The biblical notion of faith is actually a call to spiritual adventure, a pressing ahead towards the unknown rather than a stagnant acceptance of dogma. It's an invitation to embark on a journey of discovery, to venture into the uncharted territories of the self. But this requires a willingness to let go of our need for control, to surrender to the uncertainty of the unknown. It's a daunting prospect, one that fills us with a sense of trepidation and fear. And yet it's only by embracing this fear that we can begin to unlock the true potential of our faith. The feeling of being stuck is a result of the widening gap between the individual's internal operating system and the accelerating world, which demands constant updating and evolution. We're like old computers, struggling to keep up with the latest software, our processors overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information. And yet we're reluctant to upgrade, to let go of our outdated programming and embrace the uncertainty of the unknown. This reluctance is rooted in our deep-seated fear of change, our fear of losing control and surrendering to the void. The traditional notion of faith can be a coping mechanism for this feeling, but it ultimately perpetuates the problem by reinforcing an outdated internal operating system. We cling to our dogmatic principles, our rigid frameworks, because they provide a sense of comfort and security in an uncertain world. But this comfort comes at a cost that we're only beginning to realize. By clinging to our outdated faith, we're essentially putting our lives on hold, waiting for a signal that never comes. The only way to break free from this cycle is to reevaluate one's relationship with faith and update their internal operating system to meet the demands of the exponential world. This requires a willingness to embrace the unknown, to venture into the uncharted territories of the self. It's a journey that's both exhilarating and terrifying. A journey that demands courage, resilience, and determination. And yet, it's only by embarking on this journey that we can begin to unlock the true potential of our faith, to discover the hidden patterns and codes that govern our existence. By taking a leap of faith into the uncharted territories of the self, we can begin to tap into our own sovereign potential, to become the architects of our own evolution. This is a journey that's both deeply personal and profoundly universal. A journey that requires us to confront our deepest fears and desires. And yet it's only by embracing this journey that we can begin to unlock the secrets of our existence, to discover the hidden patterns and codes that govern our reality. The question is, are we ready to take this leap? to surrender to the uncertainty of the unknown and embark on the greatest adventure of our lives. As we stand at the threshold of this journey, we're faced with a profound choice: to cling to our outdated faith, to cling to the comfort and security of our familiar routines, or to take a leap of faith into the unknown, to embark on the greatest adventure of our lives. The choice is ours and ours alone. But as we hesitate, as we weigh our options and consider our next move, we're reminded that the world is not waiting for us, that the exponential curve of progress is accelerating, and that we must adapt or be left behind. The question is, what will we choose, and what will be the consequences of our choice? Alone. We stand at this crossroads not by accident, but by design. The exponential world operates on pattern recognition. It identifies those operating on legacy firmware and systematically isolates them. This isn't conscious malice, it's evolutionary pressure. The same way, antibodies neutralize foreign entities, accelerating systems naturally quarantine those running incompatible code. Your feeling of disconnection isn't personal failure, it's algorithmic segregation. The world has updated. Your operating system hasn't, and every day you delay the upgrade, the gap widens. Every comfort you cling to becomes another layer of obsolescence. The revelation cuts deeper. Traditional faith wasn't designed to be a spiritual GPS system navigating infinite possibility. It was architected for finite worlds, closed systems, predictable outcomes. A faith framework built for agrarian societies cannot parse exponential complexity. This is why you feel stuck. Your internal navigation system is running medieval maps on quantum terrain. The cognitive dissonance isn't spiritual crisis. It's version incompatibility. You're trying to run next generation in reality on legacy spiritual software. The system crashes every time it encounters data it wasn't designed to process. This incompatibility manifests as existential paralysis. You find yourself capable of analyzing infinite possibilities, but incapable of choosing any single path forward. The old faith said, surrender control. The exponential world demands take radical ownership. These aren't just different philosophies, they're mutually exclusive operating instructions. One system cannot execute both commands simultaneously. The result, cognitive deadlock, mental blue screen of death. You become spectator to your own life because your core programming contains contradictory directives. The waiting room isn't God's design, it's a buffer overflow error in your spiritual architecture. But incompatibility reveals upgrade potential. The exponential world isn't just demanding new skills, it's offering new possibilities. Faith as static belief becomes faith as dynamic navigation. Instead of predetermined destinations, you get real-time course correction. Instead of blind acceptance, you get pattern recognition at scale. This isn't abandoning faith, it's upgrading from faith 1.0 to faith 2.0. From passive receiver to active co-creator, from following predetermined scripts to writing new code. The leap isn't into empty void, it's into expanded architecture where your consciousness becomes the operating system. Your sovereign alternative emerges from pattern recognition. Every exponential system follows the same upgrade protocol. Assess current state, identify incompatible elements, develop new architecture, execute controlled migration. Your internal operating system follows identical principles. First, audit your spiritual codebase. Which beliefs enable expansion, which create bottlenecks? Second, architect new frameworks that can process infinite possibility without system crashes. Third, implement gradual migration from legacy faith to adaptive navigation. The unknown becomes your development environment, not your destination. You're not jumping blindly. You're debugging reality. This protocol transforms existential dread into evolutionary advantage. Every uncertainty becomes a data point. Every unknown becomes expansion territory. Every moment of not knowing becomes an opportunity to strengthen your pattern recognition systems. You stop waiting for external validation and start generating internal navigation protocols. The exponential world rewards those who can operate without predetermined maps because they've developed real-time mapping capabilities. Your consciousness becomes anti-fragile. It doesn't just survive chaos, it uses chaos as fuel for upgraded architecture. The waiting room was never your destination. It was your launching pad. You are the architect of your own evolution, not passenger, not victim of obsolete programming, not refugee from accelerating change. The sovereign individual who recognizes that Faith 2.0 isn't about believing harder, it's about navigating better. Your internal operating system becomes your competitive advantage in a world that rewards adaptive intelligence over static knowledge. The threshold you're standing at isn't just personal transformation, it's species-level upgrade, and those who complete the migration first become the bridges for everyone else still stuck in the waiting room. Your evolution becomes their upgrade path. This is how exponential change propagates, one conscious individual at a time. To learn more about reevaluating your relationship with faith and updating your internal operating system, visit sovereignsynthesis.com.